Hello everybody, thanks for checking out a brand new video here on G4G. And this is the start of PvP Season 29. Wow. So, it is the Cloak and Dagger season, and we also are going to have some shock boxes. Today's background music is brought to you by a mix from Epic Game Music. So I'll put a link to this in the description. As you can see here, it's got some music and collaborations from game music. So, let's jump right in and take a look at the rewards, and then we'll do some PvP. Silver, 100k silver, gold, 10 gold, Spirit Blade. It hits all enemies, it's 2-round cooldown, and it's magic. Always active, Spirit Blade provides magic warding to the agent. Allies protect the holder of the Spirit Blade from single target attacks. Interesting. So this is an anti-tank weapon. This is going to be interesting if it is combined with a tank weapon. Basically, it's sort of like the Moonen's Eye, where other people, or like Groot when it goes into cutting form, where other people protect. It is customized. It is Ethereal Strike. That's good, so it'll hit phase people. It looks like it does breakdown, hexed, drained energy, and not too sure what else. May not be too bad on defense thanks to the cooldown. You may not wind up spamming it. Guaranteed hit and Ethereal Strike is pretty nice. The Blaster Suit is the reward. Super high attack. Wow. Almost no reason to put any attack gems in this, which is going to be good. Which means you can dump them into accuracy and evasion. And now that stamina's been nerfed, we can put some points that would go into attack and stamina. Fireproof. Immune to harmful fire effects. Reduces damage from fire and energy. Wildfire. Area attacks without the ice type now gain the fire type and cannot be protected against. Interesting. So that turns all attacks that aren't ice into being catastrophic without the damage reduction. Chance for attacks to explode and causing fire damage, and scorched, increasing the chance for fire and energy attacks. That part's a little wordy and it's going to be interesting. We also have Cloak and Dagger, which is going to be essentially like Hogun, except she is going to count as a infiltrator for all purposes. So let's take a look at her. Here she is. She is a combined hero. She has very good health, stamina, and attack. Very low defense, very good accuracy, very high evasion. So it looks like people are going to dump a little bit into health, attack, and accuracy, and then probably go really heavy on either defense or evasion. Blinding Light. Immune to blinded and dark effects. Chance to preemptively counter melee attackers, applying blinded, off balance, and winded. Ooh, that's nice. That might work really well against Deb agents. Really cool. Light and Darkness, she counts as both a Scrapper and an Infiltrator. So at 15, she can proc either one. Dark Teleportation, high chance to avoid range attacks, so she counters melee. And she avoids range. Bright Blades, Ethereal Strike, Psychic Energy Attack. That's really nice. That means she's not going to cause drains when hitting drain people. Diminished result and Purged. Wow. We have Angrier's Purged going on and rising up. I like her level 1. Blackout. All enemies a long 4-round cooldown. Remove buffs. Dementia. This one's new. Chance to cause delirium effects, including confusion, disoriented, mind controlled, possessed. So likely no effect on Kurth. Dark Forces, chance to cause a harmful dark effect, including apprehension. That seems new. Bane, Dark Void, Doom, Falter, Sin, and Shadowgraft. Wow, lots of new stuff here. Everybody gets Dark Dimension, drains health over time while affected. Cloak and Dagger, regain health over time. Wow. A little bit of a dangerous move there. Casting Shadows. Shot in the dark. All enemies Determination attack. The higher this character's health, the more damage it does. So it's the opposite of desperation. Finest hour. Ethereal strike. Measured. Psychic energy and stealthy. So you're pretty much going to want to get this one out of the way really, really early. Or at really high hit points, but after you get buffs. Pitch black. All out attack. The lower this character's stamina, the more... Oh, so this is the opposite. Desperation, exploits delirium, stealthy. So she might really like Morbius. Casting shadows. Oh yeah, that's the one we looked at. A light in the darkness. It's a quick action. Subtle. 2-round cooldown, but it starts cooldown. It's a buff and a heal. Dismisses the dark force dimension. Restores a small amount of health and stamina. So it cancels the level 6. Remove debuffs and detox. Removes and prevents damage over time effects. Wow. So maybe now we know why Hafe was getting nerfed so much. They were splitting off Hafe into like Angrier and Cloak and Darkness. Or Cloak and Dagger. Child of Darkness. It's another quick action. Can only be used once per combat. Fully restores health and stamina. Removes harmful status effects from the target. Meaning herself. It says from the target, but the target is self. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So maybe now we're understanding why Hafe has taken so many nerfs. Because Hafe, with any combination of Angrier on Cloak and Dagger, may be too strong. So we have Classic Shocker. I hope his boxes are called Shock Boxes. I really are. I really do. I'm going to have to take a look. Sinister 6. Other former Sinister 6 members gain Making Waves. 40% chance to avoid melee attacks. And there it is. Pyrrhic Victory. Chance to counter enemies and apply collapsing infrastructure. We know what that one is from facing Shocker in the Spec Ops. I hate that face of his, though. He looks like Grumpy Cat. So, shocking on the level 1. It's a hemorrhaging attack, and it causes exposed and slowed. So, looks like we're going to get paragon debuffs or pressure points going on over here. High frequency. One enemy is disoriented and gets 2 stacks of internal bleeding. That's strong. Low frequency. There's Purged again. Man. So it's a buff removal and Purged. Really strong, these characters we're getting lately. Shocker Smash. All enemies, ground attack. There's collapsing infrastructure. Shell Shock, weaken to dizzy. So I'm going to say the Shocker Mobile is going to Paragon exploit. Catastrophic, exploits bleeds. There it is, Paragon Exploiter. And it's stealthy. Man. Havoc. Captain Britain. Can we maybe be seeing the return of some of the classic pressure point people? Very interesting. He's going to be really strong and may have some synergy with Avalanche and Quake and a few others. So, let's go ahead and jump in and do my first PvP. So this seems to be the shortest season I've ever seen. 17 days? So it's going to be 2 weeks and 3 days. So it's going to expire on a Thursday, maybe? So we got a very weak Agent, Groot, and Patriot. So, keeping my same lineup from the last season. Alright, got that out, and I'm just going to go ahead and stay phased because of Iron Patriot over there. It could present a little bit of a threat, but we should be in good shape. So I still have everything in place from where it was at the end of last season. There is one change that I made. I added a specific debuff ISO to my Infiltrator Pesty that might wind up being quite interesting. And because this is stealthy, even the cutting form of Groot is going to get popped with it. Iron Patriot's not going to be able to protect him. And just to make short work of this, I'll come from unfazed and just kill him. So basically, I picked up a debuff-related ISO somewhere that says that the applied debuff action now causes straining. So what's happening is my Kurth is going to apply Despair on her Fear Me. And, oh, shocking lockboxes? They should have just called them shockboxes. I mean, really. Missed opportunity there. So, this is what I did to my Pesty. I applied the Burdening AISO, which says, equipped debuff action applies straining. So that's how I'm going to run, and we'll see how this goes. I expect good things from it. Kurth applying the Despair, Unstoppable by the Deb. Him applying Straining, which may be stoppable by the Deb, that's for sure. Scarlet Witch and Wolverine, this is a bit of an odd team, and that is probably the Psychic Gun. It looks like the Master Key, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the Master Key. Very odd looking trench. I don't think I've seen a trench like that in a while. We also have new PvP armory items to get. Wow, this guy. Okay, sure. I did see new PvP items, but I'm not too sure if they are currently selling the old ones. I'm gonna have to check. This is a really shocking time for PvP to begin at nearly 11 o'clock on a Monday night. Just very, very odd. That should be a kill there, thanks to the Fatal Blow. So it remains to be seen what we're going to see in the meta this season. From what I've heard, Grit, the Grit and Elite ISO combination has not been fixed yet. During my stream today, I actually tried that on Blade with his Drain Life ability. You know how when he hits a bleeding target, he drains. I gave him the Grit ISO, and unfortunately, he did not get any extra healing with Drain Life and Grit. I thought he might, but yeah, nothing particularly special over there. Alright, just gonna go back to the main screen real quick, and then I'll do one more match, and we will wrap up the video here. So here are the new ones: Joyful Noise, which is balanced; Dark Force Essence, which is defensive; Life Force Energy, which is offensive. So yes, last season's stuff is on sale. Those are always good values. The 6 for 6 is always a good value compared to being, you know, the 1 for 2. I am a little surprised they did this so quick. I mean, at least we had more than a week. Still kind of fast, but it's a short season, so maybe we'll be able to keep the stress fairly low. It remains to be seen if I get to keep Archangel and Psylocke in place. Other than Cammy, I can say that at least I am happily done with my tacticians. I wanted to get a little bit more work on my blasters, but that wasn't in the cards. They have a scroll of Angelob over there, which is unfortunate. I think what I'll do is I'll come unfazed early just so I can maybe prevent that agent from comboing that scroll in his hand with something else. Let's see if he winds up using it. No, he uses the Blackest Void instead. And that is the one good thing about running stealth comp, is that I just power right through Disoriented. Disoriented means nothing. Cool. Alright guys, so there is the beginning of PvP for me. I'll go ahead and wrap up the video. The previous upload I did is something you want to check out. It's a long video, but it was a fun one. And it is the top all-time most impactful weapons in the game. And the next video that I'm going to do after this one is the top most impactful heroes of all time in Marvel Avengers Alliance. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and good luck in this little mini micro season we're getting here. Peace out, everybody.